Hello and Goon Morgan. Yuri, hello, good morning, how are you? Welcome back. Hi. We are live and here on Twitch and YouTube. Yes, Twitch and YouTube for Hole Inspector time. Is this the right scene? Wait. Is this the right Hole Inspector scene? The square feels bigger.
So salty.
Lord Techi, goddammit. Goon tomorrow, Chatterinos. True. Emery, hi. I've got time to go to the toilet yet. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, you go poopy daddy town. I got you. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I forget that you can like live streams on YouTube. Nemo, hello. Good morning. Welcome back. How are you? Hello. You fucked with chat, so maybe that's why it looks different. I didn't change chat on this scene. But now we can add combined Twitch and YouTube chat to the Hole Inspector scene, maybe. Let's see if it is bad. Is this the one? Oh no, I called it multi-chat. Where are ye? Where are ye? Where are you? Am I bald? Am I the bald one? I'm afraid I'm bald as hell. Multi-chat, it was literally right in front of my face. Okay. There we go. We're gonna hide old chat. And then we put new chat right here. Let's make you a little wider. Let's make you bigger just a little bit. What do we want to go, like 1,000? Is 1,000 too wide? That's okay, right? Sure. Look at that YouTube chat. Yeah, dude. Directly on the... Excuse me. God damn. Is that better? Are you fucking happy now? There you go. You're not hugging the right side of the screen. Okay. God damn. The like button for live streams is where it usually is on the YouTube videos. If you're watching in vertical format, click the 3 dots menu at the top right of the screen to find the like button. Interesting. Thank you, Theo. I appreciate that. Not gonna lie, that really got me. Thank you. I try. Yeah, I tell jokes sometimes. All right, we're good. We're here. We're streaming. Mosquito bit me on the fucking knuckle and now it's swollen. I'm probably going to die. We had a good run, everybody. We had a good run. Unfortunate. One more house thing. Hello, Twitch. I won't tell you who I am, but have a good stream. Your name is Theo. I mean, there you are. I'll be gone for most of the afternoon. Did you get my DM? I didn't think that you wanted to talk about that. I thought that was just a private thing for you and me. But I mean, yeah, I got it. Dump truck indeed. Yeah, I saw that it was done. You said I can go to where was the settings? Server settings, onboarding preview. Server settings. Onboarding preview. Welcome to the Beard Kingdom. Let's customize your experience. Connect your account. Optionally link your external account with Discord for additional features and access in the server. Oh. Link YouTube to get member roles. Link Twitch to get subscriber roles and emoji. Okay. I don't have my YouTube linked to my Discord. That's funny. Oh, that's... Getting started. Info on setting your pronouns. Check out the directory. Introduce yourself to the server. Optional. Read the rules. Server rules. Set your pronouns. Channel directory. Beep schedule. So the getting you started only showed linking your account, and then it shows me. Okay. Channels and roles. That only shows YouTube. Okay, this is... Check out the directory. YouTube pings for long form videos. Okay, it doesn't... Okay, let me just back to onboarding settings. Let me just show you preview is what we got now. Let's customize your experience. Yeah. Cool. For sure. And then it goes, let's connect your account. Whatever. The only option I have after this is finish. It doesn't go through the normal onboarding like I've seen for other people. So I hit finish and then it takes me to get started. And then all I see are a couple of the VC channels, announcements, introductions, welcome, and then these whatever. The only role it gives me is YouTube. But then the server guide, I click on it, it just takes me to a text channel. This one also just takes you to a text channel directory. And then introduce yourself to the server. Introductions here. Beep bop boop. It says optional, and then read the rules. If you're certain you completed all the steps and you still can't see the server, at the warden in the introductions channel, and a mod will be with you shortly. Until you complete Discord's onboarding process. This includes accepting the rules and visiting the 3 channels, pronouns directory, introductions. It requires 3 action items. Go to those channels, then gain access. But okay, so pronouns, announcements, introductions. Oh, pronouns just disappeared. And then read the rules. Nothing. Accepting the rules happens before they get to onboarding. Oh, okay, so is this different because I'm in the... You're viewing the server as a new member, you have no roles. Is this? I don't know. It still feels a little clunky to me. But that could be because it's Discord's like preview onboarding thing and not anything else. I don't know. Braylon, hello. Good morning. How are you? Welcome. I hope you brought your best hole. Where's the button? There it is. Okay. Hole for real. Real hot hole time. I don't know. A real hole. Yeah. I don't know if it will actually show you the server unlocking here. It just gives you an idea of what people will see. Okay, yeah. I only bring the best for the best. Fortunately, you fit that description. Hey, thank you so much. I try very hard. No, never mind. Anyway, it's hole time. Who's ready for a little hole action? Or maybe a big hole action. We don't discriminate. Okay. Let's go to the hole inspector subreddit. Let's see if anyone has cross-posted some delicious goodness. Guys, I don't mean to alarm you, but we have our first hole inspector throwaway account. We've made it. We fucking made it, dude.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
Me, princess.
Beep swiggle.
Let's go, Almac. Thank you so much for making my peepee that much bigger. Oh right, I didn't update my peepee points. We're at 119 for the month.
Well, excuse
Not too shabby.
me, princess.
We're so close.
Every booty.
Biggity boobity. 119 points out of 300. We are pushing for Partner Plus on Twitch. I need to get 300 plus points for this month. And then we will be opted in to the second tier of Partner Plus, enabling me to earn a 70-30 split on all subscription revenue except for primers for an entire year. We're so close. We are on month 3 of our 3-month Partner Plus push. So close, dude. So close. I didn't show up for work and I didn't call anyone, and my boss called me. Either he's not there, either I'm already fired, or I've fallen through the dimensions. Are you... Oh, and my boss hasn't called me. Is this on purpose? Are you no call, no showing on purpose? Okay. Anyway, let's do some stuff. Whole, free from any added preservatives or artificial flavors. You know, sometimes there's nothing wrong with artificial whole. You know what I mean? The first top post on the Hole Inspector subreddit today is from an account titled Throwaway for Holes. Oh shit, this is a community post. Oh hell yeah, dude. This is, okay, it's not a cross post. This is an actual post from someone in the community. Throwaway for holes. Let's go. One of us, dude. Oh my God. A real actual community hole inspector post. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I love that. And for the first YouTube live stream. That's what I'm talking about. That's incredible. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's inspect some holes. Yeah. Do I have buttons for the dickies? I do. Okay. Does the button starts the dicky, right? A new prediction has started. There we go. Okay, our first hole of the day brought to us by a member of the community. Would I be the hole if I stopped helping a friend in need? Okay. It is pretty naked over on in YouTube land. Would I be the hole if I stopped helping a friend in need?
Bussy.
Thank you so much for the follow. Follow alerts are anonymous. In case you would like to continue lurking, you may do so. Welcome, glad to have you. Would I be the hole if I stopped helping a friend in need? Isaiah, hello, good morning. How are you? Travis, hello, good morning. Fives, hello, good morning. How are you? Lurking for holes. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for hole lurking. I love a good hole lurk. You know what I'm saying? Not the hole. I'm assuming it's someone who doesn't have the spoons for this. Take care of yourselves too, everyone. Absolutely. Beanie, hello. I heard there was naked hole over here. There is. Time for showing hole. Random nerd, welcome back. Hello, my favorite princess. Brick, hello. One more time. Would I be the hole if I stopped helping a friend in need? Prediction is live in Twitch chat. Can I can't do dickies on YouTube, can I? No, just polls. No dicky, only poll. Can we also add a chat message whenever the prediction closes? When I'm in multi-stream, it doesn't show me when stuff happens. I can't actually see.
Bussy.
Thank you for the anonymous bussy follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. When I'm in multi-stream, I can't see the prediction pop up. The only thing I see is the chat message. So that way, when I use the button to start it, huge bigothy thickness, you know. Okay, here we go. Would I be the hole if I stopped helping a friend in need? This is kind of a heavy topic and a bit of a downer. It won't fit in with the silly goofiness of the stream, so I'll understand if you want to skip it. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're already assuming rejection before we've even started. Don't do that. How can we skip if we don't know the context? Exactly. Trigger warning. Wrongful conviction. ACAB. Why is ACAB a trigger warning? What? And overwhelming stress. I think wrongful conviction might be the only actual trigger warning. Anyway, a throwaway for the bingo square, and because I making a throwaway specifically so you can mark it off of your bingo square. You son of a bitch! Oh my god. That's incredible. And because I want to remain relatively anonymous until everything is resolved, that's so fair. That makes sense. I guess go ahead and mark off throwaway on your Bing Hole squares if you're already playing Bing Hole. A few years ago, my friend Max was wrongfully convicted of a crime they didn't commit. After Max was arrested, their friends and I helped gather evidence to prove their innocence and helped them put together their defense. Max had a court-appointed lawyer who didn't present all the evidence they should have or ask the right questions that would have shown the cop tampered with the evidence, and the main witness changed their story multiple times to fit with the tampered evidence. Because this information wasn't presented during trial, Max was convicted. Since Max was convicted almost 4 years ago, I have basically taken over running their life. Max has a small business that I'm running with the help of a few of our mutual friends to keep it going until the appeal process is finished. I'm also managing Max's apartment building. Max's apartment is currently empty while they're serving their sentence. I live in one unit and friends of ours live in the other 2 units. But it's an Wait. I assumed it was Max's apartment inside of an apartment building instead of Max's. Oh, Max owns the apartment. Oh. Nah, fuck him. Duck, welcome in. Glad to have you. Okay, I'm on the same page. I'm also managing Max's apartment building. Max's apartment is currently empty while they're serving their sentence. I live in one unit and a friend of ours live in the other 2 units. It's an older building that needs occasional repairs and maintenance that I've had to deal with. Since I have helped Max from the beginning with the case, and because I know it so well, I'm also their go-between with the new court-appointed lawyer for the appeal process, since I can more easily contact the lawyer through email to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to for Max's case. I also manage all of Max's jail visits, ask friends to send them books, send money for commissary, and Max calls me almost every day to talk because they need that connection to the outside to know things are going okay. And this is just a friend of yours? Right, Bex. Does Max do anything for this? Right. Like, you are no fucking joke. You've basically taken over running their life. You are hand holding fucking everything. This is so fucking stressful. What are you doing for yourself? Yeah, this is number one. I don't even think this is number 1 BFF territory. This is fucking like a married spouse of 10 years at least territory. I would not ask this of my bestest friend to take over running my entire life. Like, and if I did need to ask a best friend for this, they would need to be getting paid. This is a fucking full-time job and then some. So what all are you managing right now? Max's small business that you are running with mutual friends, managing the apartment building that Max owns, I guess, with those 3 units, helping Max with the case, with the appeal process, staying in contact with the lawyer, managing Max's jail visits, asking friends to bring them books, sending money for commissary, talking to Max all day. What are you doing for your job? What happened to your life? It sounds like from jail, Max has taken over your own life, and that's fucked up. That's fucked up. If someone, I don't know, we're only halfway through the story, and I don't know Max's perspective from this, but if Max is expecting this from you, that is unfucking reasonable. I would do this for only my number one BFF, but we also agreed to marry each other if we hit 35 without partners, so I'm a bad metric. That's fair. That's fair. Mazza Mouse, hello. Welcome in, glad to have you. Sorry for ruining your plans. Hey, LT, you want me to explode that guy so that you can marry your bestie? I've got the penis explosion chamber just like ready to go. You know what I mean? I can just like, accidents happen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I've been doing all of this for almost I've been doing all of this for almost 4 years now. Oh my God. OT, hello. Good morning. Happy birthday. Hey, OT, can we play games sometime? Happy to finally catch a stream, not just a segment in video. Hell yeah, Mouse and Mouse. Glad to have you. Been doing this for almost 4 years now because the legal system in the US is so slow. I was between jobs when Max's case started, so I was able to devote time and energy into helping. When they were convicted, I took over everything because in my mind, it was the right thing to do for a friend who was going through a terrible situation. So huh. So you weren't necessarily asked to do this, right? You just kind of assumed the position of taking it all over? Okay. Assumed the position of taking it all over, yeah. OT, I can't this weekend. But I should be free next week. Oh, speaking of next week, I am, well, no, I won't take vacation. I've got to push for Partner Plus. Sorry, I got distracted. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now because the legal system in the US is so slow. I was between jobs when Max's case started, so I was able to devote time and energy into helping. When they were convicted, I took over everything because in my mind, it was the right thing to do for a friend who was going through a terrible situation. Yes, those who are helping are getting compensated for their help, but it's only what the business can afford since Max's bills need to be paid too. The business always did well, but Max was the one with the skills to grow the customer base. So while everyone helping is able to keep the regular customers, getting new regular customers is a slower process. So the business doesn't make as much money as it could, especially with rising prices everywhere. I'm so tired after all this time and the corrupt legal system screwing Max over left and right. Every day I wake up feeling so depressed and hopeless, wanting to just say, fuck it, I didn't sign up to do all of this for so long, and walk away from everything. But I know if I do, Max's life will be ruined when they didn't do anything wrong. There isn't anyone else in Max's life who can do what I do. All of their friends are helping as much as they can between their full-time jobs and having their own lives. Max's family can't help because they would run the business into the ground or just flat out steal from them. If I walk away, Max's life will implode. Their business would go under within maybe a year because there wouldn't be anyone who could run it full-time which would mean Max's apartment building would get foreclosed on and they would lose everything they've built in the past 15 plus years. Not to mention, they wouldn't have anyone to keep the lawyer on task through the current appeal phase. I'll wait, hang on. Which could lead to them sitting in jail even longer. If I stick it out, the post-conviction appeal process could take another year or more, depending on if the judge denies the appeals, so they have to go to a higher court. Max's current lawyer seems to think the appeals will be denied since the judge is a former prosecutor and usually denies all appeals. I just don't know if I have it in me to stick out with no clear end in sight and no good news to hold on to. I didn't think it would drag on this long, and I'm so tired and worn out holding together a life that isn't even mine and being so drained from doing everything for someone else that I don't have the energy for myself or the things I enjoy doing. Would I be the whole if I stopped helping a friend in need, knowing it would cause their life to implode through no fault of their own? No. None of this is your responsibility, and it is unreasonable to expect you to manage someone's entire life while they're in jail. Does it fucking suck huge major caca ass booty cheeks? Absolutely it does. But what you can do is maintain your own sanity, your own mental health, your own well-being. And when they do get out, you can help them rebuild afterwards. But right now, 4 years is way, way, way longer than I think anyone could be realistically expected to manage someone else's entire everything. I don't think anyone would fault you if you were like, I can't do this anymore. This is so much, and I can't do anything for myself. I am basically your glorified personal assistant running fucking everything and getting basically nothing in return. One of the best things I was ever told was do not set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Right. Right, exactly. Are you ready to do this for 5 more years, 10, 20 or more? Because that can be a possibility. They need professional help and it's not reasonable for one human to do that. Right, exactly. Fem, hello. Good morning. How are you? Welcome back.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Hey, crossed on brothers right there, baby. Sandy. Sandy, hey, how you doing? Thanks so much. Welcome back. Shout out Sandy if we haven't already. Everyone go follow Sandy, please. As well as OT. Sorry, I forgot about that. They've done so much for this person. It's time for them to step back and take care of themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. So much.
Well, excuse
So
me,
much.
princess.
Yay,
Like-
4 months.
My question was, if the nature of this business is vague. There's nothing really. I have a purple beard now. Are you proud of me? Absolutely I am. Yes. Hey friends, fellow bingos and hole inspectors. Justin, welcome back. Where are the employees? Now, that being said, I will say you are completely justified in straight up just walking away cold turkey. 100%. This is way too much investment to reasonably ask or expect from someone to manage. If you want to save your own consciousness, find a replacement for yourself. Find someone to take over. Literally, like, hire people for the business, basically. I don't think much can be done about the apartment. Whatever, who cares? But if it's a small business he's managing, like, find someone to run that shit. If that is a possibility. As for managing his jail visits, his commissary, and talking to him every single day, no, you don't need to do that. But if you wanted to, find someone to do that. It also sounds like OP hasn't had this conversation with Max. That's true. That's true. At the start of it, be like, Max, I can't do this anymore. And Max's reaction and discussion with Max on that subject will tell a lot about what your next step should be. Either Max could help you out with figuring out what to do about this, or they blow up in your direction and you go, that was all I needed to hear to assuage your conscience of just dropping all this cold turkey. Yeah, this is so much. I know for myself, I would not have been able to do this for as long as you have. And there's no end in sight to what this or when this will end. You've got to prioritize yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You can't manage someone's entire life while they're locked up. Do your own thing. But now you have business management experience. You have experience managing an apartment complex. You have experience with scheduling and time management. You have experience with, hey, you can you can resumeify all of this experience. Absolutely. Anyway, not the whole. Not the whole. You're tired and you deserve to fucking rest. It's so much. It's so goddamn much. That's sort of where I'm at. OP has no obligation to continue doing this, but it would be kind of an asshole move to not have a conversation with Max. Just know if you do walk away without talking, you're burning that bridge. Right. Definitely start with talking to Max about, like, hey, I'm burnt the fuck out on managing your entire life. I can't do this anymore. Is there anything we can do to figure out how to get these things managed in my absence? Otherwise, I gotta stop. Like, you have no obligation to this. Not your responsibility. Not the whole. Not the whole. Okay, Bing hole squares. Bing hole squares for playing real life prison inmate manager simulator. What do we have? Shitty but justified. Would it be shitty to drop all of that cold turkey? Yeah, probably. Are you 100% completely ridiculously justified in doing so? Abso-fucking-lutely yes. I want to know Max's involvement in instilling you into this position. Okay, wait, we have one reply. So someone in our community said, I wish I had some sage advice, but you've said it all. You're under no real obligation, but it's clear you care about Max. You've done a good thing here so far. Have you discussed it with Max? There we go. Okay. OP responds, yes, Max knows I'm struggling with the stress and has said they wouldn't hold it against me if I did choose to go. Max only asked that if it came to that, I show our other friends who are also helping how to run things. One of the reasons I haven't done that is I don't want our friends to go through this stress because they would then have to balance their full-time jobs and families along with the work needed to run Max's business when they're already doing everything they can to help. I would feel guilty, like I abandoned everyone when I'm the one who stepped up because I thought I could handle it. And you did for 4 fucking years. But 4 years of all of this with nothing for yourself, nothing to show for it, is too much. Too much. Bex, would you be able to grab the Bing hole link for YouTube chat? What is Max in prison for again? We never know. The only thing we got is Max was wrongfully convicted of a crime they didn't commit. We don't know what it was. You can't manage your friends and their stress. Yeah. Your friends will understand, especially if they've been helping a little. Right. Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily change the situation. Yeah, no. There it is. Bing hole. Okay. Right. The rest of your Bing hole scores. I got distracted. Hey, that's a crime. We'll say that's a crime. Why not? Moth, thank you for the hydrate. Not the hole. It's not about you. But it should be. You know? It needs to be. For the past 4 years, it has not been about you. And that has been taking its toll. It should be about you. It should always be about you to some degree, but especially right now.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Beeps woo hi beeps. Hi chat.
Raving hello, good morning. Happy birthday, how are you? You know, LT, I didn't mean necessarily right this very second, but thank you so much for updating the bot like that. There we go. And that's a hole, baby. Call it a hole. We got another one from Raving. Huge. Okay. And boom. Prediction started. Am I the hole for taking a t-shirt from my friend's dresser without asking? Chronic, thank you for recounting squares. I appreciate it. It's also really nice that YouTube chat can see these live just in case. Perfect. Am I the hole for taking a t-shirt? Oh. Raving. You little devious motherfucker, you motherfucker, you. Am I the hole for taking a t-shirt from my friend's dresser without asking? Is this some bait and switch shenanigans? Let's just say, you know, I'm not going to say anything. I will read you the original title after the dicky is closed. For literally, I saw it was from Raving, and my immediate thought is, oh, how is Raving going to twist that one? Twist this one? And I was like, oh, the titles are the same. Interesting. Did Raving do a normal cross post? And then I saw it. The original title is, am I the hole for taking my t-shirt back from my friend's dresser without asking? The difference a word makes. The difference a single word makes, huh? God fucking damn it. Raving sock monkey, you devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. God damn it. I'm upset because I got for a moment. And I see both of them together. That's so funny, dude. That's so funny. Damn, you pissed off LT so much she deleted the prediction. That's really funny. Am I the hole for taking my t-shirt back from my friend's dresser without asking? My 21 female friend, 21 female, isn't doing the best financially, so over the years I've tried to help her make the best out of her situation by giving her clothes I don't want anymore. Okay, now, okay, okay, wait. I need this roller coaster to quit with this fucking whiplash. Wait a minute. Was Raving's retitling actually valid and correct? Fucking, okay, all right. Makeup I don't use, perfumes she likes in my collection. I've paid for her food, and of course, what this post is truly about, I've lent her many of my own items for her to borrow. God damn it. Ah! They've got to be doing this shit on purpose. They've got to be. God damn it, dude. Okay. The most recent instance was at the beginning of summer. She was spending the night at my apartment and asked to borrow something to sleep in. So I gave her a t-shirt. In the morning, she told me that she'd wash it and give it back to me when she sees me next, but I eventually forgot about it since it's summer and I've really only been sleeping in tank tops due to getting really hot in my room. Last month, I remembered the shirt I spent hours searching for in my closet and remembered I lent it to her. When I saw her at our hangout later that day, I brought up the shirt and asked if she could give it back, to which she replied, "I'm not giving it back." And when I pushed a little more, she said, "Don't even try. It's mine now. Sorry?" McFucking-scuse? McFucking-scuse me, huh? I felt incredibly disrespected, and I'm not a particularly possessive person, but I do believe that my generosity belongs to me, and while I'm willing to give my friend many of my things, I don't appreciate her deciding what I give her. I ignored many similar instances in the past, which looking back, I should have used as an opportunity to place a boundary, but those instances involved items that I would have given her anyway had she asked. This t-shirt, however, was not something I was planning to get rid of. Last week, I spent the night at her apartment while she was digging in her dresser to find her pajamas. I spotted my t-shirt. When she fell asleep, I took it out and I put it in my bag. Oops. Last night, she texted me saying she couldn't find it and asked if I happened to take it back, to which I replied verbatim, "Yes, it's..."
Keep it in your pants.
Thanks so much for the follow.
Hi, Beebs.
Welcome in, glad to have you. Yes, it's mine. On a real note, though, I was hurt when you told me you weren't giving it back, so when I saw it, I took it. I should have just asked. I'm sorry. No, you're not. No, you're not. No. Let's be so for real. You lied. You're not sorry for taking it. She was unwilling to give it back to you, and you saw an opportunity and you seized it. You are justified in taking your clothing back, but let's not lie to ourselves or others. Be true to yourself and your convictions. Tell her off. You know? A few hours go by and she hasn't responded, but this morning she texts me saying verbatim, "Are you actually serious right now? You literally forgot about the shirt anyway, and I told you I wanted to keep it. You have so many clothes, so I don't understand why this one shirt even matters, especially since you know I haven't been making a lot of money." Time to stop giving handouts to the person that is taking advantage of you. Oh no, their whole ass, it's being shown. Oh, beans. Can't pay for it then, right? We end up going back and forth for a while, but I'll spare you. The last thing I said, though, was, it's not about the shirt. It's about the fact that you refused to return it when I asked. I feel like me taking it back isn't as bad as you taking it without intending to return it. Am I the whole? And what can I do to fix this? I'm keeping the shirt. Of course you're keeping the shirt. That's your fucking shirt. You let her borrow it, and when you asked for it back, she said, "No, it's mine. Don't even try. I'm not giving it back." What? What do you mean? What do you mean right now? Stop it. What does you not having money have to do with trying to keep someone else's possession you borrowed? Right. Straight up refusing to give it back. This person does not know the meaning of the word borrow. True. It's a little fuckeroni and cheesed. Maybe change your locks and cut contact. Right. The complete disregard for OP makes me genuinely sad that OP needed Reddit for this. I hope they find some real fans. Me fucking too. Yeah, not the hole. Where's my button? Not the hole. Bogo's binted, not the hole. Bottom, thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Roll that cum video. Huge. Yes. Bottom, welcome in. Raiders, welcome in. My name is Beard Princess, also known as Beeps. Big, silly, non-binary, bisexual himbo. Creating equal parts to chaotic, wholesome, and slightly suggestive communities. Today we're doing Hole Inspector. We're reading Reddit Am I the Asshole posts and deciding on whether or not they're the asshole, running predictions, and playing Am I the Asshole themed bingo. Exclamation point bingo in that chat. Click the little link that pops up to get your randomly generated Am I the Asshole bingo card if you would like to play Bing Hole along with us. If you are a subscriber and you achieve Bing Hole, you can use the titular command to announce to everyone that you have achieved climate bingo, as is exemplified here by one of our subscribers doing the bingo command. Thank you so much. With that being said, here's a little raid video that lets you know a little bit of the shit that we get up to around here, and afterwards we will get back to our regularly scheduled diving into your hole. We'll be right back. I'm trying to depart my brand recognition as the cum guy. Look at me in my eyes and goon. What are you going to do about a grundle smacking gremlin man? This is what makes life worth living. Femboys in Skyrim. Who's a good hole? That's right, you are.
Fisting, a paladin of fisting.
Be safe. Take care of your anus. One's in chat. If you like nice balls, dude. The only thing you owe me if you're also bisexual is sloppy. I've never been more titillated about wieners than I am today. That's what I call chat. My little suck thing. If that alien has pleasure holes, then you better believe I'll stick my tongue in there. Pegging or no pegging? You can peg me. Why not? I'm cranking it! Finish so I can put another load in you. No smacky bum bum!
I cast spontaneous bottom surgery.
Go on, Daddy. Take it. You guys know you don't have to clip things, right? I can take some bukkake. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little video that we put together just for you. I'm learning that I think because of the vertical stream that we have, because of the vertical YouTube stream that is on like the Reels scroll, because that has my mic and the music sources in there, since it runs concurrently, OBS doesn't know what to do with that. So my mic stays active and the music stays active while the raid video is playing, even though the raid scene doesn't have that those sources in there. But because those sources are active in the vertical stream, it plays both of them because it doesn't know how to differentiate. So I think I need to add a scene to the vertical scene. Wait. So I can't, I haven't played around with it yet. I don't know if there's a way for me to like concurrently switch scenes in the vertical source with the buttons that I use at the same time. So I don't think that I could do like a raid video scene for the vertical sources. So I might just need to add a we'll be right back or something. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little video that we made just for you. I do believe YouTube also sees the video, right? It's just the vertical stream that they don't get to see. Come to Twitch to see the raid video scene? Right. But yes, we do. We see it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, the vertical stream, the vertical YouTube scene doesn't get to see it. They just get to watch me sit here in silence while stuff plays in the background, so that I'm not talking over the raid video, because now I can't disable my fucking microphone in the raid video scene anymore because of the vertical stream. So I just sit here like the whole time on the vertical YouTube stream. That's so funny. This is so sad. Can we get 5 organic tier 3 subs to make our PP big and huge and girthy? Yes, absolutely. Can we get 5 organic tier 3 self-paid subscribers on Twitch right now to help us achieve Partner Plus for the month? That would be so quirky and fun. We love PP. Make faces at YouTube chat? No, literally. There's now vertical Twitch and I don't like it. Yeah. Okay. What's our next post? This one has the community tag, but it's a cross post. Oh no. Okay. It's a cross post of their own post that they posted to a different community. Hell yeah, dude. We're getting 2 real actual community posts today. Incredible. Oh, squares, right. Wait, did I not do squares? Squares for the t-shirt borrow. Yeah, okay. It's not that serious. Clickbait title, you piece of shit. Entitlement, for sure. Just break up. Grown-ass adult acting like a child, I would say. Not the whole. There we go. Those are your squares. Huge bigness. Okay. I don't know what this word is. How do I pronounce this? It's a kind of monkey. It looked Reese's? Reese's? Macaque? Does that sound right? We got ads coming up in 30 seconds. So we'll let ads run before we dive into our next hole. Honestly, I should probably take a little bingy break, get some more tea. Reese's Macaque, yeah. What about Yacock? No, not Yacock. Macaque. Yes, it's pronounced macaque. Macaque. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to go. We're gonna go over here. No, I don't like that. I don't like that freeze frame. Here, let me try again.
Nice car.
My staff in here. I need to get a very silly freeze frame. Okay, hang on, wait. We're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go with the inspector trench coat. Do I have a tie in here? No, my tie's in the living room. Okay, inspector trench coat, wizard hat. Guitar Hero controller. Okay, here we go. You ready? We gotta turn it a little bit. So it looks extra wizardy. Here we go. You ready? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here's some words for you. You keep saying wizard, but that def looks like a tulip. You look like a tulip. With the way you look like you need to be pollinated. Let me in, I'm trying to... Are you... I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Here's some words on stream. Goodbye. I'm leaving. I think I'm gonna order some food before we come back. I've got like nothing for quick snackies, excuse me, here right now, so. Okay. What do I want that I'm in the mood for and also contributes the least amount to the suffering of humankind? Burger. I had burger yesterday, though. How about a 20-piece chicken nugget meal for $11? Chicken nuggies are pretty good. $20-piece wings for $26. When did wings start being $1 per wing? I remember you could get them like 50 cents a wing, a quarter a wing. And now it's just... Wings are so fucking expensive now. I can get a 5-piece wing meal for $8. $100-piece party wings. Hey guys, will you help me buy 100 wings for $110? Hey guys, welcome to the Hole Inspector Wing Challenge, where I have to eat 100 wings by the end of the stream, or I have to wear a maid dress the next time that or something. I don't know. I don't know, dude. That's not even that much of a deal. Yeah. Girl, you don't even do the hot dog cam. It's because I haven't bought any hot dogs since then. Listen, hot dogs are also getting expensive. Everything's so fucking expensive. Why do people love to use food as a torture mechanic? Because of the juxtaposition of it all. Because we need food to survive. A Neko maid uniform. Exactly. What the fuck do I want from this place? $10-piece catfish nuggets. Ooh, yeah, I should get the catfish. Ooh. They have a combo that's 4 wings, 2 catfish fillets, a side dish, a drink, and bread. This place has really good catfish. This place is a really nice, like, hole in the wall, like fish and fried chicken joint. It's so fucking good. It's weird. Their website looks like it was made in 2003. Like it's got that really good hole in the wall mom and pop sort of vibe. Were you getting catfish so I can be jealous unless it's doxing? Yeah, this place it's a very local place. So let me just message you. You know what? You guys give me a lot of shit for not visiting you guys in Canada. Why don't you come visit me in Kansas City? I'll take you to some really good local barbecue. I'll take you to some really good local restaurants. You can sleep on my couch. Like, Lady Tetchy can sleep on the couch. Lord Tetchy and I will spoon in our bed. Okay, but can you take me next time I visit? Oh, of course. Of course. Y'all, 20-piece catfish nuggets for $16. Should I get the 20-piece catfish nugs? Catfish nuggies. Half pan catfish nuggets. 100 pieces of catfish nuggets. $55. Wait. Wait, I think. Sorry. So the 100-piece catfish nugs is 54 cents per nug. The 20-piece is 59 cents per nug. The 10-piece is 59 cents per nug. Okay. So the 100-piece is slightly better by like a little bit. I came into catfish nuggies. Fuck yeah, absolutely. I'm getting some catfish nuggies for sure. You know what? I'm getting the 20 piece. Who gives a shit? Give me the spicy seasoning on those catfish nuggies. Recommended side apps. They've got fries. They've got okra, hush puppies, green beans, or jalapeno cheese bomber. Spicy catfish nugs even. You know, I have to see what a jalapeno cheese bomber is. Thank you so much. Recommended desserts: peach cobbler pie, banana pudding, cheesecake. You're looking to adopt a useless trans woman? I don't care about anything. I just want to live closer to this food. Hey, if you can contribute to household expenses in any way, shape, or form, absolutely. I could really use help with the mortgage and the bills. The desire to get a 2-liter bottle of soda is high, but I'm trying really hard not to drink that anymore. I've got catfish nuggies on the fucking way, brother. This place looks so good, right? I love ordering from here because when it is specifically not chicken wings, everything is so cheap for the amount of food that you get. It's so good. Excuse me. Merm, hello. Good morning. Smoochies for you. Cheese. All right, we're coming back after this one. Win or lose, we're coming back. All right. Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. Hey. It's hole inspection time. It is time for holes. Hawkeye. This one's about my cock. It's also a long ass post. Like, it's so long. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it in time for my before the food gets here. Dickie is live. Oh, it's not an Am I the Asshole format. Wait, hang on. Well, the title that you got is Grumpy and the Monkeys. So do with that what you will. Grumpy and the Monkeys. Sounds like a band, honestly. Long cock. How do you know it's long, Logan? I don't know if anyone would describe it as long. I don't know if long is an accurate description of my cock.
Well, excuse
Stimpy!
me, Princess.
Stimpy loves like I go. Thank you so much for the resub for 16 months. Welcome back. Huge bigness. Thank you so much for contributing to my peepee, making my peepee that much bigger. We are, let's see. Let me refresh Twitch chat so that it'll update. 119 out of 300 points we need for the final month of PP, the final month of pushing for Partner Plus. And we will be opted into a 70-30 revenue split. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Exclamation point PP for a little bit, or is it PPP? For a little bit of info about the Partner Plus push. But basically, if you subscribe on Twitch of your own volition, a non-gift, a non-prime sub, tier 1, 2, or 3, you can add 1, 2, or 6 points respectively to the amount of points that we need for our Partner Plus push so that I can make enough money to mostly pay my bills. Thank you so much. Ginger, hello, good morning. How are you? Okay. The title of the post is Grumpy and the Monkeys. I tried to do a skim to see if there was any sort of am I the asshole style of question or anything, but I didn't see any, so that's all I got. It's been a really rough couple of weeks, but we persist. No, real. Absolutely. I fucking feel you on that. I fucking feel you on that. If I buy 3 more months, it'll just stack, right? What do you mean? Did a message play when the Dickie closed? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Anyway, okay. This story is called Grumpy and the Monkeys. That's all we get. Okay. I work with adult rhesus macaques I think that's how it's RHESUS macaques. They can be anywhere from 1 to 3 foot tall and 8 to 30 pounds. They have strong canine teeth that can get to about 2 inches long and sharp fingernails that, in addition to commonly having feces, food, and a certain white substance from the males under them, can transmit bloodborne diseases to humans that can kill you in a few months if you do not get proper treatment. They have the temperament of your average overtired 3-year-old and can go from sweetly asking for butt scratches to actively trying to kill you in the blink of an eye with no warning. They're smart little shits, with many of them requiring extra devices to ensure they don't mess with their cages in a way that denies them access to water. I've been working with this species for 5 years. This work I do requires 2 people to get done safely, and my strategy has always been to ask my partner a lot of questions. Do you want to go in 1 cage at a time or do one whole side? Unlock or relock, spray or feed, are you ready? A lot of this is me making suggestions in the form of questions because I am a woman in a male-dominated field, and I've learned that fragile men don't like feeling like they're being ordered around by a woman. So on Monday, we had to consolidate from 4 cages down to 2 cages, which meant that a few monkeys would have to be caught with a special pole that we can attach to their collar. I read through the request and was comparing it to the current schematic when 2 of my coworkers came into the hall. Let's call them Frank and Grumpy. I like Frank and Grumpy. I like Frank and Grumpy. This is a good story. I like this. I love the big screen. Oh my God. Frank loves to give out sage advice, and I love to listen. I usually take his advice with a fistful of salt because he tends to be very negative, but he's well-meaning, so I don't mind. Frank asks me if I know what is going on with the monkey move. I said not exactly, and he explained it because he had been the one to set up the cages. I asked him if he had the new room plan. He said no. I asked Grumpy because we were supposed to be doing the cage change together, and a lot of the times the supervisor will give one person on the monkey team the new room plan. He said no. I asked if he knew who might have it, because there are 2 people who might. Frank said it was probably Supervisor 1. I asked Grumpy if he got the fruit we used to reward the monkeys for jumping into the clean cages, and he said no. I said, I'll go get that, and a few other things we need to get started and try to find the new room plan. So I find Supervisor 1, tell him what I need, and he gets it while I'm getting the other things. I get back and Grumpy is already living up to his name, clearly frustrated with how much time this mission has taken. I take a minute to read the instructions for moving monkeys and asked Grumpy if he was ready to get started. We moved the first cage into the room, and Grumpy unlocks 2 monkeys from 1 cage and moves the locks to the new cage while I get the poles. I ask if he wants to pull both monkeys over or let the one that was going from a bottom cage to another bottom cage jump over with the tunnel. Grumpy left the room. Oh. With actively unlocked caged rhesus macaque monkeys that need to be handled with, wow. Holy, yeah. Hey, thanks, bud. What the fuck is your problem? I had no idea why, where he was going, or how long he would be gone. I stood in the room watching these 2 monkeys that could now at any point get out of their cages. Now I have a conundrum. Do I prioritize my physical safety and put locks back on the cages and risk this man who was already being pissy in my direction coming back and being even more pissy that I've relocked these monkeys? Grumpy comes back, looks at me, leaves again. Comes back again, finally decides to get started. He's still pissy in my direction the rest of the cage change, even elbowing me in the face. Luckily, I was wearing a helmet at one point. So I go to my supervisor to tell him about what happened. After a break, Grumpy comes back to the room to move the cages to the dirty side cage wash. He says to me, all right, let me tell you how things are. We've been working together for 4 years, and for years, every time we do a monkey cage change, you act like you don't know what you're doing. So if that's the kind of energy you want to put into this, that's the kind of energy I'm going to put out. So instead of actually communicating your frustration with someone, you decide to leave them unattended in a room with rhesus macaque monkeys that need care and constant supervision. I'm going to be so real. This is just misogyny. Oh, yeah. It's straight up. Straight up. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to endanger your safety and well-being, your literal life, because I'm a shit-ass caca poo-poo wet noodles paper spine man baby idiot child. Great. Grow the fuck up, Grumpy. At first I just said okay, like I didn't care and just wanted to get shit done, but Grumpy kept harping on the same issue again and again. So I said, look, every time I work with you, you make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So I ask questions to try and make sure we're on the same page. He says, bullshit, I do it to get him to do extra work. It's not about you, you fucking idiot. It's not about you. Oh my God. This fucking guy. He deserves a punch square in the nose. To which I say, no, I don't. At that point, he raises his voice and says, I left you alone for 10 minutes and the only thing that you did was give the monkeys jump fruit. At this point, I got mad enough to match his energy entirely and yelled back, you left me with 2 unlocked monkeys. I guess that was good for... I guess that what was good for the goose was not, in fact, good for the gander, because Grumpy ran over, grabbed one of the union shop guards. Grabbed one of the union shop stewards, a guy he was friends with. Grumpy explained his side to the shop steward and I explained mine. Well, the shop steward basically told me that he read Grumpy the Riot Act and to tell him he couldn't expect everyone to be able to do cage changes with zero communication. He also kind of sideways intimidated he also kind of sideways intimidated that I should have gone to the shop stewards instead of a supervisor. My response was that I don't care how this guy treats me. I've been in this industry dealing with insecure men for 19 years and I'm still here. As long as I can still get my job done correctly and safely, it doesn't bother me if some ding-dong decides to be pissy in my direction. But the minute Grumpy knowingly left the room with 2 monkeys unlocked, putting my life in danger, that crossed the line, and that's not a shop steward problem, that's a supervisor problem. This is where the uh-oh consequences come in. A month or so later, Grumpy decided to piece out of working with a different person in our department without communicating with them. This led to something that the company saw as a falsification of documentation. This is a fireable offense and both people involved were let go. Oh no. Well. If it isn't the consequences to your actions. Interesting. It's so crazy how being a shit-ass pissy grumpy baby man-child in the workplace, shirking your responsibilities and the health and safety and well-being of your coworkers is actually not good. Whoa. However, our union is amazing and gotten Grumpy and the other coworker their jobs back after a few... I think amazing is sarcasm because the word amazing is
Excuse me, princess.
Union L.
is flanked by 2 shooting star emojis. Yeah. But he was on what's known as a last chance, which means that he can be fired for literally any reason and he would not be eligible to be hired back for the next 2 years. Luckily for me, Grumpy went to work in a different animal building, so I didn't have to deal with working with him. Now there's a new buzz about Grumpy and friends. This tea is hot and crazy. According to the gossip, Grumpy was working with monkeys, taking them out of their cage, placing them into a restraining device, assisting the vet associate with the treatment and putting the monkeys back. Grumpy and his partner had a particularly difficult monkey that freaked out while they were trying to put her back. As she was having her conniption, the door to her cage slammed down on her nose. Grumpy addressed the monkey and said, "That's what you get for being a dumb fucking broad." Wow. Grumpy, a misogynist? Whoa. Hey, come in a little closer. This is my shocked face. Whoa. Interesting. Great. The early 20s young woman who was performing the treatments heard this and spoke to the supervisor about it. The supervisor spoke with Grumpy about his behavior, and he decided to go find the young woman and absolutely freak out on her, yelling, cursing, and according to some accounts, throwing things. What a fucking man baby. Holy shit. Not only should you not be in the workplace around other people if this is the level of emotional maturity that you have at any sort of punitive action, you should not be in a field that is literally fucking dangerous. Jesus fucking Christ. Man-child indeed. My God. Everyone was talking about this series of events, many saying that Grumpy is certainly fired now, and they saw him get escorted off the worksite. But it turns out that Grumpy did not get fired. He was transferred to a different department and was told that he was no longer welcome to work in the animal care department. I know it's not the most satisfying consequence, but I figured the wild ride was worth the read. How is he not fucking fired? Why are you allowing this man to continue working in this environment? That's insane! What are you talking about? That's fucking infuriating. Oh my God, that's insane. Where's the Schadenfreude? OP, we need to talk. Literally, I don't need wild rides. I need bad things to happen to bad people. Okay? Thank you. I don't need thoughts and prayers. I need misogynists to experience discomfort and pain. Thank you. It wasn't even a ride, more like a 90-degree drop into hell. Right. Like, we were building up. There was so much buildup of like, oh yeah, Grumpy's gonna get fired. Grumpy's going to experience consequences. I'm so excited to read the part where they're like, yeah, and then he died because he was fucking around and a monkey stabbed him in the abdomen. No, he gets his job back twice after being a fucking asshole to everyone around him. God fucking damn it. No. He got a slap on the wrist. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Hey, I know we still need to do squares, but the next post, the title for the next post is fucking insane. Is this just internalized misogyny? It's very, this is just the way things are to he. I mean, with the passive tone that OP writes their story, where they're like, yeah, I've dealt with this for 19 years. Oh, I've just learned to just ask questions for these people. It does kind of feel like they've acquiesced. They're just kind of like, it is what it is, sort of thing. But, you know? Yeah, I'm getting you squares. I'm just saying that I just happened to see the title of the next post and it's insane. A absolutely fucking wild title. All right, bing hole squares for my cock. Boomer energy. Hit them with your car. Grown-ass adult acting like a child, for sure. Not the hole. That's just weird. Not about the yogurt. Definitely. There you go. HR problem for a bing hole square? That'd be interesting.
Here, have a better cock.
Cock.
They never knock. I asked them to knock and they never knock. I got my nuggies, guys. I got my catfish nugs. My nugs and my jalapeno bombers, bro. My nugs and my bombers. Time for fish nugs. You want to see my fish nugs? Be jealous. Be so fucking jealous right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's some good shit. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta get some sauce. fash. Hey. Hey, how you doing? Fash. 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 Okay. Fash. You know what? True. True, and you've always said that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready for this? You're not, but yes, that was all the squares. Okay, new post. Here we go. Wait, whole poll active. Did it start? We got, are we live? Did the Dickie start? Oh, payout. Not the whole. Oopsie. All right, let's try one of these jalapeno bombers. This is what we got. Look at this. Yeah, Trav. Deliciousness. Okay. So now can I... New Dickie, here we go. I need you to lock in for this title. Okay? I need you to lock in for this. Am I the hole for telling my husband to get over being cucked by his twin? You heard me right. But I'll read it again, just in case. Am I the hole for telling my husband to get over being cucked by his twin? Yep. Mm-hmm. Am I the hole for telling my husband to get over being cucked by his twin? Okay. Dickie has closed. Here we go. Am I the hole for telling my husband to get over being cucked by his twin? Okay. To start off, No, I did not cheat on my husband. All of our children were conceived by the two of us having sex. About 2 years ago, our daughter was having some blood work done, and my husband noticed that her blood type didn't match his or mine. This led to accusations of cheating, which, while hurtful, were understandable from his position. Our daughter also has some features that likely come from my dad's side, and none of us ever knew him. But to settle the matter, I insisted we get a paternity test. It turned out that the father was essentially a close DNA relative. Over 50% matching DNA. My husband was an only child, and his father had been dead for many years. After a lot of questions, my mother-in-law tells us that my husband absorbed his twin brother in the womb. So I guess my husband's testes were his twin brothers. What in the fucking absolute Life Channel soap opera drama motherfucking bullshit? Ho- You've heard of stolen valor. Now get ready for stolen bust. For the stolen nut. The stolen climax. My husband has been really upset by this.
Nut.
And keeps claiming that our kids aren't really his, and recently even cried in my lap about how he was never going to have a real legacy. Oh, the fragility of the male ego. A glass house with paper supports has more infrastructure sturdiness than this man's ego, I swear to God. Jesus. You painted your wife's walls, those kids are yours? Yeah. Teach your brother a lesson and punch yourself in the balls. You're gonna fucking cuck me? I'll show you something. I was fairly supportive, even in spite of his initial accusations about my faithlessness, but at this point I started to feel like he should just realize it doesn't actually change anything about our family. After an argument last night where I told him he was blowing it out of proportion and needed to move on and just focus on what we've built together, he took off to stay with his mom for a few days. Now I've got my own mom calling me and telling me I should be more sensitive to his feelings. Am I the whole? Imagine getting mad over this, right? Update. We had a conversation since I posted the original post, and he wants to get tested to see if one of his testicles has his own DNA, or look into other options and try for another child. No. No. No, 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 no. There's no fucking way you should even allow him the opportunity for him to have another child that is paternally his, so that he can disown and treat his own fucking children that he created with his own cock and balls as lesser because of some weird fucking made up sense of paternal legacy, bloodline, hierarchical bullshit. None of this should fucking matter. Why are you so obsessed with DNA? Those are your fucking kids. I'm not sure if I'm ready to have another child with him, but I'm also not sure if our relationship will last if I refuse. He also insisted that it's quote unquote easy for me because our daughter has my DNA, but I would love her even if she was adopted. Right. Right, okay. Update number 2. After telling him that I don't care about his quote-unquote genetic legacy, which was admittedly harsh, but in retrospect, but this was after hours of being very diplomatic, and that if we did try for another child in the future, it would be the natural way or with a donor if he became unable for whatever reason, he said that he was going to hire a surrogate. Yeah, nope. Divorce this man. Divorce this fucking freak, dude. Why are you more concerned with the genetic makeup of your child, even though your fucking cum is what made this child in the first place? That's insane. That is so... This is a level of insecure I don't think I've ever seen before. And we've read about some really fucking insecure motherfuckers before. How... Like, you made this kid with your own nut, your own blood, sweat, tears, and cum made this child. But because the genetic makeup is technically your absorbed twin from birth, you think this kid isn't yours? Right, it's eugenics with extra steps. Exactly. This is just straight up when you get down to it, this is just some like overt, roundabout, fucked up racial white superiority type misogynistic bullshit. Fucking grow the fuck up, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? Obviously, this is ridiculous, and while he does have the financial means, we don't even know if he can have children with his primary DNA. I froze some eggs and he wants to use them, which I told him was fine to end the argument. No, girl. Fucking break up with his ass. You stated a hard boundary and he said, I'm gonna get another woman pregnant. If he did go through with what I feel like if he did go through with it, I feel like I would have to raise the child, but I'm not sure how to get him to calm down and slow down. I know people are suggesting therapy, but he doesn't want to even entertainment. Break up with him. He doesn't deserve you. This man is insane. This man is crashing out by learning his nuts are not his own. Like, right. Don't raise another child for this loser. Absolutely. Get the fucking fuck out of here. This man is obsessed with eugenics. I did get him to agree to see a rabbi with me, so maybe that will help. Hang on. Because they said that. My husband, okay. After a lot of questions, my mother-in-law tells us that my husband absorbed his twin brother in the womb, and so I guess my husband's testes are his twin brothers. My husband has been really upset by this and keeps claiming that our kids aren't really his. Yeah. Insane, dude. Sounds like pretense to abandon the children. Right, exactly. By the way, that's not how this works. His testes are not his brother's. His entire body is likely a mixture of 2 sets of DNA. Right. Which is wild, dude. Wild. An event's delete prediction ended. Delete and import a Firebot setup. Import. Okay. There we go. I did it. It's still insane, but it sounds like orthodox bullshit reason. Yeah, it's so insane. I cannot believe. I mean, I can believe men are the way that men are, but it's so fucked up. Girl, you need to get the fuck out of there, I think. You gotta get out. You gotta get out of here. All right, Bing Hole Squares for the twin cucking post, I guess. It's not that serious. Just break up. Hit them with your car. Adults using kids as an excuse. Shitty parent. The better parent. Not the whole. That's just weird. And parent your kids. I'm about to say something. Hang on. Listen, you might disagree with me. It's not about the yogurt. It's who the yogurt comes from. Anyway. Okay. I got another one. Chronic, thank you for squares. Where's the
Bing hole.
congrats on your Bing hole? New hole poll. Am I the hole for telling my wife I won't have kids with her until we watch my nieces or nephews for at least a month? As are gonna run out the dicky. Okay. Am I the hole for telling my wife I won't have kids with her until we watch my nieces or nephews for at least a month?
Bing hole.
Let's go, Bing hole. Let's go, Bing hole. Am I the hole for telling my wife I won't have kids with her until we watch my nieces or nephews for at least a month? Okay. Recently, my wife Jenna has been talking more and more about us starting a family, which is fine. I love kids, but they're a lot of work. Jenna is an only child and the youngest of all of her cousins. As a result, before marrying me, she's never really been around babies, toddlers, or young kids. Ew, that was gross. For more than a few hours at a time. And those times, it was always someone else's kids, not kids that she was responsible directly for. Oh, wait. Did we... We're literally running ads, my bad. I got distracted. I was too excited. Also, genetically, that's still his nephew and their father isn't alive. Right. Mm-hmm. I know, my bad. It will happen again, I'm sorry to say. Gives me more time to shovel more catfish nugs in my mouth. I mean, ideally, people could just get more info about the possibility and chill out a bit about the idea of their kids being a full genetic descendant of them, right? You can shove this cat's fish in your...
That's just a stupid
Hmm.
boulder.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
I feel like I owe you money for getting the privilege to watch you shove catfish nugs in your mouth. Thank you so much, Bottom. I appreciate that. I wish more people had the same mindset. I'm giving you free mukbang, am I the asshole Reddit content? Look at this. Ads are just about done. Fash.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. And taking it from the top. Once in chat, if you would like to take it from the... Am I the hole for telling my wife I won't have kids with her until we watch my nieces or nephews for at least a month? Recently, my wife, Jenna, has been talking more and more about us starting a family, which is fine. I love kids, but they're a lot of work. Jenna is an only child and the youngest of all of her cousins. As a result, before marrying me, she's never really been around babies, toddlers, or young kids for more than a few hours at a time. In those times, it was always someone else's kids, not kids that she was responsible directly for. Wait. My wife wants to have kids, but she's never had her own kids before. She's never been around kids, but they haven't been her own kids, and I want her to have her own kids before I'll have kids with her. What? No, I'm just gonna believe that this man is stupid. Okay. Hey, sibling, can I borrow your kids for an entire fucking month for an experiment? Is going to be wild. Right. Right. We don't have ages. I'm the opposite. I was the oldest kid and the oldest cousin, in some cases by a pretty large margin. Why does this happen? Oh no. Oh. Oh no. I was about to ask, why is it so frequent that eldest siblings end up with youngest siblings so often? Because eldest siblings are accustomed to being parentified and taking care of their younger siblings, and younger siblings are used to being taken care of. I don't know. I don't know how much I like this realization. You know? Beep, stop yelling. Hey. Luckily, me and PS are both eldest siblings, so we were both the oldest. We were both parentified, and we both are like, I'm not fucking taking care of another fucking person. We're not gonna do that. These are hard boundaries. We're not your fucking parents. We don't do that anymore. Oldest sibling here, that sounds extremely accurate. Mizu, welcome in. Okay. Oh no. The very next sentence. So I was always the default caretaker for my siblings and cousins and so on. When they started having kids, I was again the default babysitter for my nieces, nephews, and cousins' children. The oldest is now 12 and the youngest 6 months. My wife has been around when I've had them, of course, sometimes for a week or so, but every time something goes wrong or gets gross, she passes them along to me. She's very fun, great at entertaining kids, and loves them dearly, but I've never seen her change a diaper maybe once in 5 years, and she panics at the sight of a crying 3-year-old and foists them off on me as soon as big feelings start. Okay. Okay, I might have judged you too harshly at the beginning. Now that she's pushing so hard for kids, I told her I don't know if she's fully prepared for how different our lives will become with the kids in it. At least for the first few years, our lives will pretty much revolve around them 24/7. And while I know my family and her parents probably would be a lot of help, they can only do so much. This has been a source of contention because she's taking it as a personal insult instead of an honest concern. During one of our more heated discussions, she told me she was perfectly capable of being a good mother, and I told her that if that's the case, then we should have some of my nieces or nephews over for at least a full month and split the entire time 50-50 instead of handing them off to me as soon as they got upset. And until we did something like that, I wasn't willing to have kids. Well, Ms., I mean, a month is a lot, but so is 18 years. The fact that you pointed out that trend made me realize that I will be able to recognize that sort of thing in a partner and prevent me from that kind of toxic relationship. Absolutely. That's why we do Hole Inspector. That is literally why we do what we do here. I kind of think everyone sucks here. A month is a lot. Why not start with a weekend? Right. Right. And I'm wondering how much of this is, I want to make sure we split the responsibility, and how much of it is, you need to be the mother. You need to be the caretaker and not me because I'm the man. You know? Where do I leave off? This turned into a massive fight, and she told me that I'm a dick for accusing her of being an unfit parent. And I'm really struggling to repair it without just giving in. Because I don't think that I'm wrong, but I also don't want my wife to be unhappy or hurt. Certainly not because of me. That's a thing that I think more couples need to understand. It's not your responsibility to manage your partner's happiness. Your partner's happiness is not your responsibility. Obviously, I think the desire, the desirable outcome is to be something that makes your partner happy, but it's not your responsibility to manage their happiness or hurt. Because when you look at it that way, you'll start sacrificing little bits of yourself to appease someone, which I think in some instances, a little bit of sacrifice is expected, but I don't think you should be like, you are going to say things and do things that cause hurt to your partner or spouse over the course of your marriage. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Eventually, there will be a point of contention, you know? Plenty of people without siblings have kids and learn how to handle stuff. Right. I think being like, yeah, we have to do this for a month, and the division of labor has to be 50-50, and we have to do this or we're never having kids. I think that is is he proposing an unattainable ultimatum because he just doesn't want to have kids. And he doesn't want to say, I actually don't really want to have kids. Yeah. Make it, sorry, I missed your message. I could see him making unreasonable requests to shut her out. Right. It reminds me of a Key and Peele sketch that was like, yeah, I don't want to get married until everyone can get married. We're not going to get gay married until it's legal across the whole country, okay? I don't feel comfortable. And then it gets legalized and he's like, oh no, I said that because I didn't actually want to get married, but now it's legalized and they're really excited about getting married and I'm, uh-oh. Right, just own up and admit you don't want kids for sure. Don't make her live with that guilt. That's a great fucking point. Mm-hmm. Right. Am I the whole for telling my wife I wanted a trial run before we have actual kids? I think so, actually. Because it isn't like, there's so many other different things that you could do. Parenting classes, workshops, having the kids for a weekend to teach things. You know what I mean? You're saying we need to have my siblings' kids for an entire month. The division of labor has to be 50-50 the entire time. You have to prove to me. Yeah, come up with a solution together, because what you're doing is shutting down the idea entirely instead of working with someone in your relationship that wants to have it, because it really does sound like you don't actually want to have kids at all, period, full stop. You just don't want to admit it. Top comment here. Is yes, the whole. How people act with children that aren't their own is vastly different from how they act with their own. I hand off upset children to their parents because they're not my kids, but that doesn't make me a bad mom. No, Mizo, I think he's suggesting it as a possibility first before they even look at doing something like that. 100%, it is different when it's your own kids, like the difference between a test drive and ownership. Yeah. Well, kind of. Let's be so for real. As a couple, they might not be able to conceive anyway. It's kind of like they're burning bridges before they get there. Right. Second top comment is, yes, the whole dude, your wife's insult was accurate. You are in a position where not only do you have prior experience that will make starting a family easier, these are all things you can teach her when it comes to your own kid. Do you not realize how many parents out there are made up of 0 oldest children that had to be caretakers growing up, and they're all just figuring it out on the fly? You're using your wife's lack of experience as a way to set yourself above her and make her jump through arbitrary hoops to earn your trust in her as a parent. Knock it off. I feel like Reddit here is a little off base. Like, I agree with the judgment of like, yeah, you're kind of being an asshole. I don't necessarily agree with the reasoning, because I think it is a fair and reasonable what's the word? Fair and reasonable hesitation when your exposure to this person working with kids has been to just pawn them off and get overwhelmed. However, I think the compromise, the ultimatum of we're only going to consider having kids if we watch someone else's kids for an entire full month and you do it perfect, is unreasonable, unattainable to a way that I'm like, it feels like you just don't want to do it in the first place, and you're not talking about it, and you're avoiding the subject by delivering an unattainable ultimatum, when I think real, actual collaborative compromise is achievable here in the way of education and practice in different, more attainable, bite-sized ways to lead up to that point. You're just shutting her down because you don't want to do it. You know? I know it's like you're supposed to be a parenting team. If you're starting out with the mistrust, then that's something to deal with before you have a tiny human that can't tell you what it needs for years. Right. Does bro even want kids? Good fucking question. Okay, you know what? After reading that entire post, let's go back to the beginning with the tone of the rest of the post in mind. Recently, my wife Jenna has been talking more and more about us starting a family, which is fine. I love kids, but they are a lot of work. It's not, yeah, I'd love to. It's not, I would love to start a family. It's not, I also want this. It's, that's fine. Bro does not want kids. Yeah, it does not sound enthusiastic at all. And I don't think the problem is actually her experience with watching other people's kids. Yeah, bro's not ready for kids. No. All right. I'm gonna say yes the whole. I'm saying yes the whole. Pretty comfortable yes the whole, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Our first hole of the evening. Let's go. Okay, so we have for Bing hole squares, asshole, where did I get this cut on my hand? The hell? Why do I have matching cuts on my hand? Asshole, just break up. Adults using kids as an excuse, very literally. Gaslighting, manipulation. Not about the yogurt. Yeah. There you go. Huge, big thickness. Huge, big thickness. Okay. What's our next post? Huh. I need to get ready, but holes have been so entertaining today. I'm so glad. Sometimes I worry a little bit. Okay, new poll. Here we go. Am I the hole for asking my girlfriend to change her hair? I think in general, asking, probably not. The fact that you came to Reddit to ask makes me suspicious. Clover, thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you, Sumo. Lucian, hello, welcome in. The title, Am I the Hole for Asking My Girlfriend to Change Her Hair? Am I the hole for asking my girlfriend to change her hair? Here's my thing. I think being like, hey babe, would you mind dyeing your hair red? I kind of like redheads and I think it would be hot. I think that's fine. Just asking, being like, hey, I think this would be kind of hot and I would like it a little bit. If she says, no, I don't think I'm comfortable with that, that's the end of it. Yeah, babe, no problem. I predict berries. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm allergic to your bullshit, Lady Touchy. Anyway, Am I the hole for making a point over hair? Is the original title. Am I the hole for asking my girlfriend to dye her hair? I've been dating my girlfriend, Emily, for 2 years. We were supposed to visit my parents at their vacation home on the beach over the 4th of July. She knows my parents' attitudes and the kind of impression they value. However, on our date night, she showed up with bright pink hair. I expressed my concern about how my parents might react to it and asked if she could go back to her natural hair color before we go. Oh, yeah, you're an asshole. Yeah, you're an asshole. She said she's not going to change it and that she likes the pink. She mentioned that her workplace has a quote unquote casual summer policy for those who are not in court roles. And since she's in a litigation support role, she's allowed to participate in casual summer with her support staff coworkers. I asked her to consider my parents. Why? Shut up. Grow the I fucking hate this. Well, what will my mommy and daddy think if I'm dating a pink hair and pronouns? But pink hair and pronouns! My mommy, daddy, pink hair and pronouns! Nah! Man, baby, man, child, idiot, stupid, idiot, baby, man, child, piece of shit, wet noodle, baby, paper, spine, have an ass. Shut up. I asked her to consider my parents, and she immediately started, first it's hair, then clothes, to how she talks, what wedding dress to get, and even how we should raise our children. She said she was done with this and stormed out of dinner before we even ordered. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Get the fuck out, girl. Get the fuck out. Uh-huh. You know how much work it is to have pink hair if she's not already blonde, alone the bleaching that took ages? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so much effort. I tried texting her and we got into an argument about the cost I put in for our plane tickets. She told me to sue her. This was the last I talked to her on Sunday and my texts are still green. I didn't think it was that big of a deal for her to blow up on me about. It is. You're an idiot. Get hit with a car. Go fucking shove your head up your own asshole. Ouroboros yourself with your asshole. Get out. Go run to mommy and daddy since you care about what they think so much. Fuck off. Oh no, my girlfriend has pink hair. Mommy and daddy will be so upset with me. Whatever will I do? Oh, no. No, for real. For real. All right, so yes, you're an asshole and a piece of shit wet noodle baby man, mama's boy. Your binghole squares. It's not that serious. Boomer energy. Asshole. Entitlement. Hit them with your car. Grown-ass adult acting like a child. That's just weird. That's it. That's all we got. Guaranteed this dude has said dumb shit like this before. Oh, absolutely he has. Absolutely he has. 100%. 100%. Congrats on your binghole, Jace. A reminder, exclamation point bingo. Click the little link in chat if you would like to participate in Am I the Asshole themed bingo. And Bex, if you could, I don't have a command. I don't have a chat bot for YouTube yet, so if you could repost the bingo link if you're still around. Otherwise, I can do it. Copy that for YouTube. There's the binghole cards. Okay, next post. Okay. Cool. New prediction going live. New Dicky. Am I the hole for having a baby shower and not inviting my pregnant ex? Am I the hole for having a baby shower and not inviting my pregnant ex? Am I the hole for having a baby shower and not inviting my pregnant ex? Why would the ex of the son to soon to be parent want to come? Right. This post has to have some tea in it for sure. There's some tea here, and I'm fucking thirsty, baby. Am I the hole for having a baby shower and not inviting my pregnant ex? So my ex and I are currently expecting a baby and she's 26 weeks along. It is the, oh no. Okay. Okay. I mean, you are exes. I don't, maybe that doesn't necessarily mean that you should have to invite them for your baby shower. Like, my ex and I are currently expecting a baby. She's 26 weeks along. I am the last / only person in friendship group and family in my generation and above who hasn't had a kid yet. So everyone's quite excited and they decided to throw me a baby shower just for bants. What's just for bants? Is that a fucking beans on toast thing? Is that a thing from Beans on Toast Land? It is? Okay. Just for bants, yeah. It's an oi bruv saying, yeah. They told me they wanted to throw me one and asked if they should invite my ex. I said no because, well, no. We've agreed to co-parent, but we can and should keep some things separate if not necessary to include one another, and this was just with my friends and family. We should keep things separate if they don't include each other. Anyway, I'm gonna have a baby shower for our shared baby that we're having together and co-parenting together as parents together that we're having for the baby that we're having together. Great. So they threw me this baby shower and it was honestly quite some fun. It was all jokes and bants. We had a great lunch, had some drinks, treats, and gift giving. It was more of a celebratory party of me finally joining the parent club than anything. We took a bunch of funny parody type pictures of typical baby shower photo shoots, like one with my stomach out and my friends were feeling the baby, and one of me under baby shower banner with all the balloons and gifts, etc. These were obviously posted. My ex saw them and didn't like it, to say the least. She thinks I'm a dickhead for having a baby shower one at all because I refuse to throw her one or help contribute. Okay. Yeah. God, what a fucking asshole, dude. Never mind. What a fucking dickhead. Jesus Christ. And two, without her, since I'm not the one pregnant and apparently the photos were sexist and insulting. I get it, but also don't think it's that big of a deal. Am I the whole? Yes. Moving on. Yeah, you're a dick. You are a dickhead. Thank you so much. This was not Bants at all. Exactly. Yeah, we love, that's my favorite color combination in Magic the Gathering. I love Bants. Okay. Bing hole squares. Asshole. That's just weird. Hypocrisy, I'd say. That's it. That's all we got. Ban, does Mald know? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned a couple times when we've done our custom card review collabs that Bant is my favorite color combo. It's so funny. I'm pretty sure Mauled and I are like polar opposites of what we like about Magic. It's so funny. It's so good. Did I close Reddit? What the fuck? Oopsie. Did I get through all the posts this week? Oh, this is definitely not. Okay, this is not a post. Oh, did they take my live stream down? Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected audio belonging to Did I get a live copyright takedown? I see why Mauled plays the same 90-second song on repeat the entire time. Jesus fuck. Yup. The jazz musician don't fuck around with his music. I guess so. Dude, I'm reading Am I the Asshole stuff with coffee shop music in the background type shit. Like, Jesus cock and balls, dude. Ugh. Well, I guess we could just sit in silence. All right, great. We're just gonna have glorious silence in the background while we read our stories. Okay. So the last post here on Hole Inspector. I have really bad social anxiety, and I started listening to Am I the Asshole stories as exposure therapy for my conflict avoidance. I've been loving your videos for about a year. I need to rant, and then they just ranting about my kid's therapist. They're asking if they're overreacting to a situation, but I don't want to read just something that is just a rant. It's not really an Am I the Asshole situation. But insert Tyler Joseph, and now we just sit in silence. I guess so. Just came from the YouTube. What happened? They took it down. I'm gonna end the YouTube stream